What's up, people? This was on my mind. I just want maybe the Most High, maybe the Spirit wanted me to put it on my spirit to talk about it. I was just meditating on some videos about how having mindsets of different cultures and how we've been conditioned. You know, um, you can have a white person can have a black. No, no, I'm not gonna say no, no. I'm gonna put it like this: in they be trying to be like our people, but when they try to say that, well, when they say our people have the mindset of their own people, really, our people, most of them have the mindset of their enemy. There's a video I was looking at probably about an hour or two, maybe almost 2 hours ago. I'm gonna say about an hour ago before I left home today. And this woman, when I looked at, normally, you know how you go into your YouTube feed on the homepage on YouTube. I went on the homepage, right? And I saw this video of this woman appeared like, if you look at the video clearly, she's with a so-called white man. And in that video, I saw something inappropriate. I mean, I saw something crazy. And with the woman's daughter. And looked like it's just a lot of disturbing stuff in that video, bro. But I seen another video also to where this is a so-called black woman. She was bent over and her pants or clothes was half down. And they had this so-called white man, white boy, or white man, whatever you want to call him, had his face all up in her buttocks. You know what I mean? Kissing the woman from the back. And she was letting him do it. And that right there within itself shows you the mindset of our people. Like our people, you got Caucasian people trying to be like so-called black people. You do. You have them trying to be that way. They're trying to copy our people or whatever. You see what I'm saying? That's where they come in at, where they talk about Caucasian people. When you really think about it, most of them, when they try to cleave to a so-called black person, you see what I'm saying? They want to copy our people. You can see them with the music or whatever. You know what I mean? You see them with the music, playing the music, so-called black music, and all that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? And because they can't really be like blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, they can't. Um, if you want to know the mind, like if you look at Deuteronomy 28, and I was reading that today, Deuteronomy 28 and verses 46, it says, "Therefore should thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee." The last part I just read, he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee. When you see the so-called black woman letting a so-called white man put his face on the back of her buttocks, on her behind, brother, that is a sign, and that is a definition of a destroyed black woman, so-called black woman, she is destroyed. Because whoever would have thought in 2020, I mean, excuse me, in this modern day age, would let another race of people, the most hateful people on the planet, like, do that to you. It just goes to show you the the mindset and the mentality of the slave mentality of our people that they have for these white people. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never looked online and never seen our people, the so-called black woman, Hispanic and Native American man and woman and child, I mean woman, do that to the so-called white man. I mean, do that to the so-called black person. That's what I meant to say. You can look and you can easily see, you can go and look, it's easy to see that they have these mentalities to where they, a lot of them are married to them, and they mindset. I had some people to tell me, well, it ain't nothing you can do about it. No, in that sense, you're right. But he tell us to be content and preach the word. Does that mean be a coward and don't speak the truth? Don't try to bring your people back to their identity. Don't try to encourage our people is to come back to their culture, their God and stuff. No, that's not what they're saying. To sit back. But the Bible says that, if we come back to his commandments and stuff and keep the commandments and laws of God, he said, he'll move. That's the key word. He'll move for us. You know, he'll move for us. But as long as we stay in this mindset that we got, it ain't nothing he can do. The Most High can do. And you do have it in a sense where, like you said, you have a lot of so-called white people have the mindset or mentality of a so-called black person. Is because you find a lot of them who wants to be our people. They wants to be that. You see what I'm saying? But you can't. Yeah, you can look and you can. You know what? It's to the place now. If you like, I'm sitting here. You can look right here and you can see the hatred in our people, man. It's bad. It's bad out here. I mean, people tell you, well, what you uh, ain't that you can do about it. Yeah, I mean, no, of course it ain't nothing we can do about it, but we can uh, speak up and bring our people to the light. We can do that. And right now, I'm being calm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I go to blah, 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 whatever, a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, you're stupid" or whatever. But we can enlighten our people. That's what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm all about. I'm all about enlightening our people and encouraging our people to the best of my ability. Is to you don't have to go outside of your ethnicity and to feel better or feel good and try to think grass is going to be green over on the other side. But I'm calmly telling you in a calm manner this time is that you're not going to find happiness in trying to find a solution in dating other cultures because it's not going to work like that. It's not going to work. So I'm calmly in a calm spirit, like as our people want to say, you're not in a calm spirit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can be a bit rough, but I'm saying this here for the sake of my people because Our people that watch the video and they'll say things like, "You're stupid" or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But what we supposed to do? Uh, not warn our people. We should seek to warn our people. But we gotta wake up and come back to self. That's what we gotta do. We gotta wake up and come back to self, man. Yeah, wake up, embrace, and take pride in who we are. Take pride in who you are. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American. Take pride in that. So that's my message to my people. Don't walk around here having that mentality that God loves everybody and things of that nature. We live in separate communities. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans live in a total different community from the Caucasian people. And I'm just keeping it up above. There's no other community that you can think of that we all been mixed in for years in one community, and we all in this world, and we're equal. And if that was the case, everybody on YouTube, this place would be a much better place. Nobody wouldn't, you wouldn't, a lot of people, nobody really wouldn't be deceased or dead. I mean, in the grave deceased. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wouldn't be physically deceased from the planet. Everybody would be talking about how good it is. If it was that good, then you wouldn't have to have videos online educating our people and speaking out and talking about how dumbed down our people are. You wouldn't see them videos. Them videos wouldn't even exist if that was the case. Everybody would be living in mansions here in this country. Everybody. Nobody would be left out. You see what I'm saying? You would see every single nation together on everything. That's what you would see. But today, you see a lot of us walking, and we'll just look at each other, and we just have so much hatred for each other. And guess what? These people, you can feel these people hating on you. Guess what? I've been poor and been walking my whole life. And people still literally, the so-called white people, they still would look at you evil. And when you go in them stores, look, bro, when you go in these stores like this here, they still looking at you evil. They still trying to search you up and down, thinking that you coming in their stores to steal. When you never own nothing. I never owned a car. None of that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Poor. Been born into poverty. But they still hate on you. You see what I'm saying? And I never owned a car. And you got people have cars and they'll look at you hateful. They driving by and you walking, but they still hating on you. But you driving. That goes to show you material things. You still living in a so-called white man's controlling society to where you still ain't happy and you still would be willing to turn your brother in, if possible, to the so-called white man, what you call the police officer. You see what I'm saying? You're still willing to call this monster on your own people. And guess what? I ain't never been rich. I was born into poverty. I was born into poverty. You know what I'm saying? We was born into poverty. Wasn't born rich. We was born into this thing. We was built and made for this poverty stuff, man. Yeah, we was built and made for this thing. What's going on here? Yeah, man, we was built and made for poverty, man. One thing about poverty, you cannot convert to being in poverty. You got to be born into this shit. We was born in poverty. We was born poor, bro. It ain't no way in the world you can't join to be a warrior. We don't have to join to be warriors. We don't have to join nothing. We naturally who we are. Yeah. So it just goes to show you, they prove you the shit. When they come up to you and try to want to search you, to hate on you, because they assuming you trying to take something or you trying to steal something or whatever. That's how you know you the shit. When they got you in poverty. That's how you know you the shit. It proves something. It doesn't matter what you look like. It matters what the seed of your people are. And the way you can tell by that is through the spirit. Romans 8:16. You know? Something got something. You're something, because you have to ask yourself, how was I able to get ahead in this society? No. So that should tell you something right there. We'll talk some more when I come back.